developing is the kind of nuclear energy. I am no expert, but from all I have read about it, is easily convertible. Although the international bodies have indicated that so far there is no military use intended, but once they have the technology, I think it's going to be a matter of months before they can turn it. And I think that's a very dangerous game plan that Pakistan, India, and the rest of the countries have gotten into. My hope would have been, and now Korea, when they have the military, or at least part of the military with them, and they use it brutally, and they have the judiciary with them. In all indications that we have in public polling, in elections, the so-called representatives of God don't have more than 6% of the population with them. 94% have indicated that they don't want this current state of politics. And I think the way this is going to resolve itself, to me it's very clear how it's going to resolve itself. It's going to resolve itself in favor of democracy. I think there is no doubt in my mind that Iran is headed for a democratic government where religion and state will be separate from one another. I think for the first time in the history of Iran, maybe, that grassroots level, the idea has taken root that you have to separate religion from politics, and that the clergy, if they have power, cannot be but a form of despotism. This was not an easy idea for people to accept. And I think nobody succeeded in secularizing Iran as well as the clergy. It took them 25 years to do what had not been done for 1,000 years, which is convince the people very much at the grassroots that this combination is a dangerous combination and cannot be democratic. So I'm very hopeful about the future. سوالی بود که در نیات خیلی خیلی داشته، گاه نیات خیرش به شر انجام میده، گاه نیات شرش به خیر انجام میده و واقعا به نظر من دشواره. ولی کسی بود که اگر بخوایم به هر حال خلاصش بکنیم، کسی بود که به نظر من برای ایران نوعی تجدد میخواست، فکر کرد که این تجدد رو از طریق بیعت با شاه و از طریق تسلیم شدن در مقابل شاه تحقق خواهد بخشید و با این تفاهم سر کار آمده بود که قاعدتاً مقداری آشتی بین شاه و اپوزیسیون ایجاد خواهد کرد، ولی خیلی زود که به قدرت رسید این آشتی رو در اصطلاح جنبه ثانوی داشت براش و مسئله حفظ قدرت براش مهمتر بود و بعد به شکل بسیار فجیعی در یک دادگاهی که واقعاً هیچ نشانی از عدالت درش نبود، از دادگاه درش نبود، محاکمه شد و کشته شد. The question was, what do I think of Hoveyda, about whom I have written the biography? And I indicated that I wrote the biography so that I don't have to answer that question in a brief sentence. One of the problems that I think modern Iranian history has had is that we have been given too much to passing rash judgments about characters. And these judgments tend to be Manichaean. People are either demons or they are sacred. Either they have done nothing wrong or they have done nothing good. And no character in history is either fully good or fully bad. And biography helps us understand the complexities of these characters. Hoveyda was someone who, I think, meant well, thought that he could modernize Iran by accepting Shah's leadership. He came to power with the promise of making some kind of reconciliation with the opposition, but soon he forgot the early promises of his tenure and became very much concerned with keeping himself in power. And then he was arrested by the Shah, then he stayed in Iran, and he was tried by the Islamic Republic in a true kangaroo court. I have described the court in some detail in the book. Some maybe 60 pages of the book is given to the trial, which is truly a shameful set of events. And they executed him. They didn't kill him in the firing squad. They executed him execution style. And that was my long answer to a question that was intended to be short. I don't know how much time we have. The masters of the program have